Welcome back to the channel. Leee Vantage. We're gonna get into the Fantastic Four. First Steps is supposed to be the official trailer. Heck, I thought the sneak peek was fine enough for me. Let's see what other stuff they're gonna reveal. And you guys know about Fantastic Four. We know how much they screw this stuff up. Not my favorite Marvel characters. It's one of the oldest. I just thought they were growing up. I thought it was just too. They're too boring for me. Silver Surfer, I liked. Doom, I like. But them themselves, the only character I like in the group is Thing. And even then, at that point, I wanted Hulk to bust him up. So I was happy when they fought and he was knocking the stones off of him. So movies are different, because they seem to always, for the movies, bring out, not in this case, but Marvel in general, bringing out the lower level characters versus the premier characters. And when they do bring out premier characters, they don't even have them spec'd correctly. They make the weakest characters heck of good, like Mystique. You know what I mean? She's nothing but a snitch in the comics, and she out here whooping everybody, and it's just like, what are we doing here? And Wolverine, I must stop, because the madness that goes on with them and their character creations, is incredible. But yeah, let's get into the trailer. Let's see what they talking about for the movie. What we got?
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head off into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late? I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
What?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now
Oh, you gotta be
marked for
kidding me.
death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family.
That was dope. Him pulling that shit.
It has to be us.
We will protect you.
All right. I missed something. Hold on. Oh, I did. Oh! So Galactus, what, he shrank himself to fit in the. At least they I mean, how do we do this? How do we? First of all, the heck's going on with Silver Surfer? Is it the female Silver Surfer that? Why would you have her? Why isn't it like the Silver Surfer? So what did he? It's just everything aesthetically was cool. Like they look cool. You know, the older Fantastic Four. And then you throw in the female Silver Surfer. And it's like, isn't this out of order? Like, what happened to the Silver Surfer? Or did you just literally make him into a female when you didn't have to, when there's already a female Silver Surfer? Why not just... This is that stuff, man. They do things that don't make sense. Like, you know, I don't understand. Why do the comic book writers sell their material to studios? They should never do it. Leave it in the comic book. Stop making movies, because all they're doing is for people who don't know, they're confusing the hell out. And then you get someone that knows, and they're trying to explain it, and you have to retell the comic book which you read years ago to someone who doesn't know about the movie, so they don't look at the movie and think that's how it is, you know. And they get in an argument or a discussion with somebody and talking about, oh, he was so good. She was so good. The Silver Surfer. You're like, no, that's not really the character. That they just swapped the character for a female. I hope it's the female Silver Surfer. Even then, that would be dumb to introduce her that way with that scenario when it should be the Silver Surfer. Just like the past movie when the Silver Surfer was presented. That's how it should be done. The trailer looked good. Aesthetically, it looked good. Everything. I like what they really did with the thing, like how they had them, and they showed a little bit of. And I, you know. Oh boy, I like old boy as an actor, Plastic Man. I like him. Fantastic. I like him, but the actor is almost on the verge of being old. You know what I mean? Like, he looks old. He don't look aged. He looks old. I don't even know if that's the same thing. Same meaning, same things and same meaning. But he looks like, yo, I should be about 60 versus I should be 40. If that's the saying. Like, you know, or maybe even 30. He doesn't look younger. Young looks actually old. He's like, good grief. Like, how'd you cast him? He shouldn't have been cast. And he didn't even scream one of the most smartest people in the world. Not that the man looks, you know, unintelligent. It just doesn't, he didn't look like an intellectual. And I just think they got, not like him too. I like him. I like that actor too, Pascal. I like him. And well, I think he's too aged for the role. Nothing else to it. It's just too aged for the role. And so it throws me off looking at him. It looks like they're retiring. You know, when they were like they're having kids, and I'm looking like he's too old to have a kid. He's gonna be, you know, he's like 50 something. You know, that's what I'm looking at. Like, dude, that's like a 50-year-old man, and you know, and it's like, and I know he's probably not that old. But, he probably is that old. He just looks his age. It's not coming across film at all that this man is a younger gentleman. It's coming off like middle age. You know, he about to get his the AARP card. You know, he should have that in hand right now, and getting the discounts, like much less having his first kid too. Like, yeah, but that and that Silver Surfer, bro, that threw me off, man. I was like, oh, this is gonna be really good, and then it just your world has been. It's like, what? So yeah, here we go again. You know, Marvel's gonna shoot their own self in the foot. It looked good, but if they can't sell the old man in there and that Silver Surfer, this stuff's gonna tank. It's gonna tank bad. It'll get the first day and the word gonna go out. Oh, that just, but it, again, you got the comic book heads and you got the people who have never seen it, and they always bank on the people who have never seen or heard this stuff before to sell these movies. They don't care about the author being authentic to the character. They can innovate and make it better, and some things they can make better from the comics, right? Because some of it is unimaginable on film. You can say that don't make sense. We can't put that in there. But just keeping people true to who they are as far as the character design and how they make them. Sometimes you throw it completely off if you make someone a female and they're male, because it can mess up the biology of who the parents are and the parenting of the next character you're inventing. Thus, X-Men, there was a gender swap, but they didn't identify as being related in X-Men. And there's a ton of them characters that are related, and it was just like, that was a huge screw up, because you kill the relationship and ties of why it is they're the way they are and how they feel the way they feel. You're now creating something different. Thus, stop comic books, bury your comics, and don't sell them to the studios. They're just going to mess up the creativity that you had done and what inspired, or even why people love those characters. And you should, and the theaters, the producers and studios don't cherish those things. But yeah, all in all, it was a cool trailer. Let's just say it was a cool trailer. I'm questioning the movie because, only from what I said in the beginning, they've always jacked up Fantastic Four. They screwed. That's the next X-Men is probably one of the worst franchises when they make movies. The only thing they did good was Blade, to be quite honest. And even the third one, which no one didn't get a lot of praise, even sold a lot. So we'll see. Galactus, I mean, come on, man. He's like, and if for those who know, everyone knows Galactus. They know he's huge. He can make himself smaller, but why still be big? Why still be big? Like your king, like your Godzilla walking through the street. Like, why is he didn't even need to do all that. He could just appear like the Celestials did. Outside, that would have been a better graphic, just to have him appear from space in his true size and trying to devour the planet, and like, he didn't need to walk on there like he's a kaiju or something, like, boy, man, it's just, give it to somebody that loves the comics. This is why Deadpool is so good. Ryan Reynolds loves Deadpool. He did him justice. He did him the way he's supposed to be done. Stop hiring and having people do it that have to read up on how the character really is. Get someone that I'm sure there's people alive in the studios that can keep it right. They can get it right. And guess what? People that never read the comics would never know. The problem is, there's people that read it that know. And it looks like, and it comes out looking like, what is this? Get people around. If you're gonna make this stuff, make it. All right. I'm not disappointed in the trailer. I'm just disappointed in the movies they're coming out with. So, like and subscribe. Leave your comments about the Fantastic Four. And if I missed a point about the characters, as far as, and someone explain why did they use that's what I want to know. Why they use a female Silver Surfer when you're introducing us to the Fantastic Four and the whole Galactus thing? That's, we know it wasn't her there. And did they just swap our Silver Surfer and made him female when they already have a female Silver Surfer? Like, or did they just bring her into it? the other Silver Surfer, which is a female. Then that's what's crazy. A lot of stuff in comics they made up for. It's like they have black Supermans, but it's not Clark Kent, right? So they have like two other iterations of a Superman that it's from a totally different planet, but he's not. Her name isn't Clark Kent. So they've made up for these type of indifferences as far as when these comics were actually written. Of course, the writer saw his own self in that image. And he, just like with Disney and everything, so, the way it is, so they try to make you, but the comics actually made up for it. So they created black characters. They did these things. They made the changes with new creations. So you don't have to change everything from the original source. I hope I'm making sense. Disney is another thing because it was straight up like that. So now the recreations makes more sense to me because it was a certain way. Comics had time to change and develop new characters. So you don't have to do that with these characters. You know what I mean? You can actually keep it here. And there's other characters you can actually just promote. Blue Marvel and stuff. Like things. You don't have to change. And you don't have to change like a Superman black. There's already, you have all this dimensions and all this stuff going on in this stuff. You can introduce these characters that way. Very simple. Very simple. With comics in cinema, you don't have to make gender swaps and things. It's not necessary. It's really not necessary. They have plenty of female characters. Captain Marvel is one of the most powerful superheroes. You know what I mean? Like, it's like she's female. Like it's there. It's there. You have female Monica Rambeau, the first Captain Marvel. You have them. Black female. They're there. They're fully represented. I don't have a problem if it is the female Silver Surfer. Now we're talking about why is she there, but it could be a whole different universe and things of that nature. But it shouldn't be the original Silver Surfer. That's where we're gonna have a come on, bro. You didn't need to do that. But I'm thinking it's the female Silver Surfer, different universe. And she was the representative that came versus our Silver Surfer that we know that came was her and not her being him. They're not that dumb. That's exactly what they did. They did exactly what I said. So they wouldn't have done the other way. Let's just leave on that note. They know better. They didn't do it that way. They did it the right way. They just made it. Like and subscribe. See you on the flip side. Leee Vantage. I'm out.